Welcome back to Rolando Estocada. My name is Rolando. We're going to be continuing the Sinawali series, more specifically with double knife work. So Sinawali is synonymous with double weapons work in the Filipino martial arts. We've covered double stick methods and how that relates into the kabilaan method of Felicissimo Dizon's Mohara. But what we're going to be covering today is how the double knife Sinawali method is going to cross over into empty hand work in Filipino martial arts, specifically with the art of Panantukan. The art of Panantukan is very different from most empty hand martial arts because it allows you to use the knife movements, the weapon hands movements, and those flows, and how they can now seamlessly educate the martial arts practitioner, the Filipino martial arts practitioner, in how to seamlessly interweave those movements and combinations into empty hand combinations. So this is one of the key underlying principles of Filipino martial arts, how weapons-based movements and training actually prepare you for empty hand applications. So I really hope you enjoy this video, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them on the comment section below. Thank you very much. The Sinawali practice is one of the great practices of the Filipino martial arts systems. In this video, we are going to be using the double knife methodology of Sinawali, where we will be using the Double-Balisong method and how it correlates with the Panantukan method, or the empty hand Filipino boxing method. It is a fast system that introduces the practitioner to the additional tools of close quarter fighting system. For this video, we're going to be using what is called the ice pick grip, where the knife is going to be pointing downwards. This allows the practitioner to be exposed to all types of tools, including hammer fist grips, elbows, and clinch methodologies. We will be introducing it first with the balisong, and then we are going to integrate it with the empty hand practice. Double-Balisong's Sinawali practice, specifically in the ice pick grip, promotes an understanding of range management, because in order to become effective in a combative situation with Double-Balisong, it is important for the practitioner to understand what it is to close the distance with two knives that are held specifically to be effective in close quarter combat. As we take a look at this combination, and before we start, do make note that I'm holding it in practice to occupy center line. This is an important posture once we take a look at the Panantukan practice. Note that when I am entering, I am also using ice pick at high levels and at low levels at multiple angles. This is what makes this kind of Sinawali practice highly devastating, because at close quarters it is very difficult to gauge what angle the knives are going to be coming in, and it is coming in from multiple levels while it is stabbing, slashing, and also hooking and controlling the opponent. Do take note of these general and broad gross motor patterns as we now transition into empty hands Panantukan practice, because those same broad patterns and the same positions are going to apply into empty hands practice. Take a note of the knife hand as well as the knife hand on the other side as we switch into the elbow strike and then to a strike to the mandible. These are the same patterns that are being used with the balisong. One of the key principles of Sinawali double knife practice is that it allows the practitioner to have a better understanding of range management, specifically close quarters. If you can manage the range with double knife at close quarters, you can implement a different set of tools, in this instance a headbutt, in order to manage those close quarter tools. A swift scoop kick to the groin followed by a devastating elbow to the head. These are just some of the tools that you can start to utilize once you become familiar and proficient in close quarter combat. One of the important tools and paradigms you can also use is standing grappling, in this case a cross-collar choke. An introduction and familiarization with this range now introduces you to one of the cornerstones of Jeet Kune Do, which is headbutt, knee, and elbow. Bridging the gap and closing the distance is one of the most key important principles of Jeet Kune Do. Occupying center line with a straight lead is one of the important skills, because by occupying center line and throwing a very important and quick strike is what allows you to blind the opponent with your speed and power and allows you to close a distance and then use HKE. This is one of the most important integrations in my martial arts, which is Jeet Kune Do, Panantukan, and Sinawali. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stick around, more to come.